This is Alex Pena from Side Press, and I'm here with Josh Fremd, who fights Gregory Rodriguez in the main event of LFA 108 for the vacant middleweight title this Friday. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me during fight week. How are you?
Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate you giving me a platform to speak. And, I'm doing awesome. I feel great. I'm healthy. My weight's low. The only complaint I have right now is that it's raining in Denver. And it's very rare that it rains out here. But it's a little bit gloomy, taking me back to my Pittsburgh days.
Nice. Well, I guess that's not nice for you. It's raining. So, before we talk about your fight, I do got to ask you a couple things. One is a difficult question. Why don't you have a nickname?
Man, I get that question a lot from a lot of my friends too. And the only answer I can give is that no one's given me one. I have a couple buddies at the gym. They're trying to get Double Tap as my nickname, like when you like a picture on Instagram, because my last fights. But I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna create my own, and I don't really care too much about a nickname. And eventually, one day, someone's gonna give me one, and it's gonna stick, and then I'll go with it. But until then, my name's just Josh.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Um, and then also, so I'm from California, but I'm a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. How about them Steelers?
Man, I'm excited about the draft class that we had. We got obviously Najee Harris out of Alabama. We got a really good tight end out of Penn State. Got a couple. I'm excited for the upcoming season. If we can just have a running game, I think we're gonna do great.
Yeah, bro. I was stoked when they got Najee Harris. That was like the one player I was praying to the NFL gods that would get him, and boom. I was actually kind of hoping that they would draft a quarterback, for an heir apparent to Ben Roethlisberger, but it is
Yeah,
what you know.
yeah. We gotta figure out what's gonna happen after Ben, because Mason Rudolph is not the answer. I had hopes that Josh Dobbs would be better than he is. I don't think he's the answer either. So yeah, but we also didn't want to end up in that situation where Aaron Rodgers is in now, where they keep drafting quarterbacks and they're taking off starting backs. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, straight up. So let's talk about your fight. How's the training camp been?
It's been great, man. I've had I don't really like to call it a training camp, because this is just a lifestyle for me anymore. That was what I wanted when I moved out here to Denver. I wanted to just completely change the way I train, and it's just an everyday thing. I eat, sleep, breathe MMA, all kinds of martial arts. I feel like I'm Goku, honestly. I'm a Dragon Ball Z character. I get to eat good food. I get to train every day, and it's been going great, man. I've had great work.
How hard of a weight cut is it to get down to middleweight?
So normally, when I was back in Pittsburgh and I wasn't really taking care of my diet as much as I normally do, since I moved out here, it's been so easy. My last two cuts, because I did fight at 205. My last two cuts were amazing, and honestly, this one is going to be the easiest of them all, because I've focused on my diet very well. I know Gregory's coming down from, he got a big guy and he got a lot of weight to cut. So I find it advantageous for me to have an easy cut. If I can make this cut as easy as possible, then I'm going to do that much better in the fight.
So Gregory, so you are fighting a known finisher like yourself. What do you think of the matchup, and how do you see the fight going?
I think it's a great matchup for both of us, honestly, because both of our goals is to get into the UFC, obviously. I see it happening so many different ways. I envision so many different ways of me winning. I believe I can catch him early. If I don't catch him early, I believe that I'm going to wear him down. You know, all that muscle, all that blood's going to be rushing to you. And he's a grappler. And, you know, I am not easy to hold down. I'm not easy to grab. I'm a scrapper. So if it doesn't end early, I predict it's probably going to end in the third or fourth, maybe, when he just can't pick his arms up anymore because he's so tired.
That's right. Did you watch his last fight?
Yes, yeah, I did. I was just getting over COVID at the time, and I was sitting there watching. I love fighting, so I watch LFA, I watch CES, I watch CFFC, all of it, all of it.
Did you watch last, or I guess Saturday's card? UFC 262.
Yes, yes.
What do you think of that main event?
Man, that was it was kind of hard because you know I was rooting for Chandler in a sense because I think that him being a UFC champion would be great for the UFC. It would bring more eyes to the UFC. He's a very likable guy, but at the same time, Charles Oliveira, like he's been there for a minute and he's cut his teeth, like Chandler said, in the UFC, and he's just done so much to get there, and it's well deserving that he won. But the way one wasn't expecting. You know, I wasn't expecting a knockout on his part. I wish I would have thrown some money on that. But it was awesome. It was a great fight, and that's why we watch the sport. You know, it's so exciting.
Yeah, best sport in the world. Best sport in the world. So this is your second LFA main event in a row. You're on a 5-fight win streak, four finishes, 3 in the first round. With a win, do you think you're on your way to a big organization?
Yes, yes. If I can go out there and perform the way I know I can perform, and especially if I put them away in the first round, man, I don't know how can you deny me. Like, how can you say no, Josh Fremd? You don't deserve a seat at the table. You know, I believe that if I win, and if I win in dominant fashion, and if I can make it as brutal as possible, I don't think I need a contender series fight. I don't think I need to go anywhere. I think I should get I'll be ready for a short notice. Like, I don't need a full fight camp. This, like I said, this is my life, so I'll be ready when the time comes.
Right. And do you have a preferred organization you want to go to? Is the UFC the one?
The UFC is my goal. It's my main goal. That is where I want to go. And you know, I'm a little sour about Bellator in a sense. On 2 weeks' notice, I fought the number one guy from Virginia at the time, and I went out there and I finished the fight. I sold so many tickets, you know, and they just threw me the wayside. Never talked to me again.
You cut out a little bit right there. So you said that. So when you fought Ryan Parker, it was on short notice, and then you went out there, finished him, and they just kind of not. They just kind of didn't
Yeah.
talk to
Yeah, never reached out to me again. Never. I went back. I got my paycheck, and then pretty much got kicked out of the room. So, yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm not. I never was the guy that got picked first in anything. So, that's cool with me. You know, that's fine.
you. That's great. Finally, how many more times do you want to fight this year?
It's possible. My big thing right now is I want to fight. I want to do this for a short amount of time. There's going to be a day when my body it's not able to do this. I get too old. I get too many injuries, too many life things happen. So I'm going to run this bitch till the wheels fall off, and I'm going to go.
And then one final thing, I did want your opinion on the middleweight division in the UFC. I guess kind of what are your thoughts on the division as a whole?
Oh, I think it's super exciting. There's a bunch of newer guys that are getting opportunities. There's a bunch of older guys who are, you know, falling by the wayside as time goes. That's what happens, and everything gets shuffled. I think the middleweight division is one of the most exciting divisions in the UFC, and I can't wait until I get a seat at the table because there's a couple guys who I believe I have their spot, and I want to go and prove that I deserve their spot. So hopefully, Lord willing, I get this win this weekend. I get out healthy, and then they call me within 2-3 weeks. We'll see.
Thank you so much for taking the time during fight week. I know, it's cutting weight and getting mentally prepared for war. When do you go over to where I mean, is it
South Dakota.
South Dakota?
Yeah, I fly out tomorrow in the evening around 5 o'clock. I'll fly out. I'll get into Sioux Falls around 7 o'clock.
And is it the first LFA card with a crowd in over a year?
Is it the first LFA with fans, you ask?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the last LFA last week had fans. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is going to be the first one where it's full capacity. Yeah.
Nice. I'm sure you like that.
I love it. I saw a couple videos of what the Sanford Center looked like when it was packed the last time they were there. Woo! That looks amazing. I can't wait.
That's rad. Well, thank you. If you want to plug your social media and plug your sponsors, go right ahead, man.
Awesome. Yeah. So you guys can check me out on Instagram at Josh Fremd MMA, Josh Fremd on Twitter. I want to thank all my sponsors. Number one sponsor, numero uno, Eddie Holmes. Thank you guys so much. Habitual Vape Glass and Skate and Glass Shop. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the team. Hometown team, we got Armani Stone. Thank you guys so much. And Monticello's, great restaurant throughout Pittsburgh. Guys, go check them out.
Boom. Thank you.